Betty bought her bustin' butter, but the batter was bitter. If I put the butter in my batter, then my batter will be bitter. So 'twas better. Betty bought her bustin' better butter. Have you ever been hated or discriminated against? I haven't been protested and demonstrated against. Pick a science from my wicked rhymes. Look at the times. Look at the mind of the motherfucking kid that's behind all this commotion, emotion, run deep. This ocean's exploding. Tempers blaring from parents. Just blow them off and keep going. Give them hello-ness, I'm breathing. Keep kicking ass in the morning and taking names in the evening. Leave them with a taste of sour as vinegar in their mouth. See if they can trigger me, but they'll never figure me out. Look at me now. Palms are sweating, knees weak, arms are heavy. If I'm on the sweater already, mom's spaghetti, he's nervous. But on the surface, he looks calm and ready to drop bombs. But he keeps on forgetting when he wrote down the whole crowd goes so loud he opens his mouth. Peter Pepper bit the peck of pickled peppers, a peck of pickled peppers. Peter Pepper pit the peck of pickled peppers. Where's the peck of pickled peppers? Peter Pepper pit. Betty bought her a bussin' butter, but the batter was bitter. If I put the butter in my batter, then my batter will be bitter. So 'twas better. Betty bought her bussin' better butter. Peter Pepper pit the peck of pickled peppers, a peck of pickled peppers. Peter Pepper pit the peck of pickled peppers. Where's the peck of pickled peppers? Peter Pepper pit. Fuzzy Wuzzy was a bear. Fuzzy Wuzzy had no hair. Fuzzy Wuzzy wasn't very fuzzy, was he? How much wood could woodchuck chuck of wood chuck could chuck wood? How much wood could woodchuck chuck of wood chuck could chuck wood? How much wood could a woodchuck chuck of wood chuck could chuck wood? Peter Pepper pit the peck of pickled peppers, a peck of pickled peppers. Peter Pepper pit the peck of pickled peppers. Where's the peck of pickled peppers? Peter Pepper pit. Betty bought her bussin' butter, but the batter was bitter. Put the batter in my butter, then my batter will be bitter. Better, bitter, butter, better. Betty bought her bussin' better butter. Infinitely the woodchuck duck could chuck wood from the woodchuck chucking wood from Betty bought her buying some better butter from Peter Piper who picked a peck of pickled peppers from the infinite Fuzzy Wuzzy had no hair bear. Infinitely twisting up syllables, try to imitate my laugh of infinity, 'cause I am infinitely infinity, twisting and turning the dictionary, laughing like Chucky for eternity. Now try to comprehend me, twisting in syllables, laughing like the Joker, or maybe Chucky, one or the other. Infinitely, I am the eclipsion of demonic entities, speaking randomly in a nursery, all enough for person about me, 'cause I studied at camp nursery, under counselor Professor Poetry, dancing around the fire, telling stories of the nursery. Infinitely, I am counselor Poetry, welcome to camp nursery. The genies are enslaved to me, granting wishes for me for all of eternity. The spirit of judgment looks at me and says I sentence thee to infinitely babble incoherently in the words of a nursery. I say Dr. Seuss should have nothing on thee. Socrates will not have half the slick of tongue as thee. Infinitely speaking off the top of my head, smacking you across the face in the infinite eternal nursery. The eternal flames burn underneath me. In the words of eternity, in the words of the infinite nursery, I am slaying syllables religiously, demonically, barbarically, twisting like Chucky, turning the dictionary, laughing infinitely, lyrically, Armageddon, genius like Chucky. I am undoubtable, a stuttering, infinite, undoubtable, unimitatable, doubtable are my tongue twisters and my laugh infinical. Here comes some more tongue twisters, randomical. Betty bought her some butter, but the batter was bitter. Put the batter in my butter and my batter and my bitter batter, bitter butter, boss some better butter from bitter batter, butter, batter, infinite, stuttering, syllables, tongue twisters, imaginary. I am just speaking off the top of my head randomly. Anti-disestablishmentarianism, neutralism, undoubtableism, sarcasm, autism, studying underneath the infinite me's, who studied underneath counselor, professor, poetry, nursery, slaying syllables, making up words of the undoubtable telepathic me's, infinitely the spiritual entities, speak eclipsing good versus evil throughout me, eclipse a NATO of nursery lives inside of me, barbarically, demonically, twisting and turning the dictionary, laughing like Chucky, murdering rhymes at infinite speed. Peter Pepper pit the peck of pickled peppers, a peck of pickled peppers, Peter Pepper pit. Peter Pepper pit the peck of pickled peppers, was the peck of pickled peppers, Peter Pepper picked. Infinitely, how many words have I just spoken about me? I murder around one word at a time, never heard of mine is put it as mine. If the beat is makes you not want to go to sleep and knock in the cold source like so I go to creep. Run the back with binoculars, not because I want to peep up because I'm hungry. Smells like tacos I want to eat. Visions, hot chocolatey marshmallows sweet. Palms are sweaty, knees weak, arms are heavy. Vomit on the sweater already. Mom's spaghetti, he's nervous. But on the surface he was calm and ready to drop bombs. But he keeps on forgetting when he wrote down the whole crowd. I'm beginning to feel like a rap god, rap god. All my people coming to the back knocks. Who thinks their arms long enough to slap ass? Peter Piper bit the pack of pickle peppers, Peter Piper bit the pack of pickle peppers. Where's the pack of pickle peppers Peter Piper picked? Betty bought her Boston butter, but the batter was bitter. Put the butter in my batter, then my batter will be bitter. So 'twas better, Betty bought her Boston butter. How much wood could a woodchuck chuck of wood, chuck wood? How much wood could a woodchuck chuck of wood, chuck wood? Betty bought her the Boston butter from the woodchuck who could chuck wood. From Fuzzy Wuzzy was a bear. Fuzzy Wuzzy had no hair. Fuzzy Wuzzy wasn't very fuzzy wuzzy. Infinitely, the tongue twisters of the infinite speed. I sit back for this pack of zigzags and this bag full of weed that gives me the shit needed to be the world's meanest MC on this earth and says birth and since birth I've been cursed with this curse, this blurb, this bizarre shit that works in the cells and helps. Have you ever been hated or discriminated against? My words are like a dagger with a jagged edge, stab you in the head with your fag of les. Infinitely, I am the tongue twisters off of my head randomly through the infinite me's damn stomach grumbling. Here comes Buffalo Bill to kill the bitch again. Put on their faces a skin. Prove up barbaric cannibal hillbillies of the infinite speed of our infinite me's.